We're talking about a rescue on the biggest mountain on Earth. I think we need an idea of scale here, don't we?
Yes, please. The summit is over 8,800 metres high. That's where everyone was headed when this story started.
We're, of course, talking about Everest, just in case you didn't know, but anything over 8,000 metres is known as the death zone, where temperatures get down to minus 30 degrees Celsius. And obviously, oxygen levels there are dangerously low.
Well, this is where Gelje Sherper, a guide who was taking a client up the mountain, found another climber who was in real trouble. Now, it's a bit called the balcony at around 8,400 metres, so, yeah, still incredibly high.
The Sherpa then managed to carry him back down about 500 metres, follow the little line there, out of the death zone. This is to a ridge called South Col. It really is a remarkable feat, and he has been speaking to Natalia Jorquera about exactly what happened.
An almost impossible mission. Saving the life of a climber caught in the area of Mount Everest called the death zone. When Gelje, a Nepalese Sherpa, found a Malaysian climber shivering and clinging to a rope at 8,500 metres high, he knew he had no other option than to help. Risking his own life in an area where temperatures regularly dip below minus 30 and in an atmosphere with very little oxygen, Gelje carried the almost unconscious climber for over 5 hours.
Very hard place and very dangerous place. There was very rocky part and very hard to bring down to him. And after 5 hours, I met him, this guy, to help him, so I contacted him and he came there.
With the help of a fellow Sherpa, Nima, the pair took it in turns with a climber wrapped in a sleeping bag on their backs. They carried the man in his 40s down through the snow and over 1,000 metres to base camp, where a helicopter lifted the climber to hospital.
This isn't the first rescue that you've helped with, but how did this one compare?
I did many rescue, more than 50, 60 rescue, normal rescue and hard rescue also, but that was quite hard rescue for me. So that rescue was quite tricky rescue, because about above the 8,000 we call dead zone.
Scaling Everest is extremely dangerous. Just this year, 12 people have died climbing the mountain, with another 5 still missing. Local authorities said what Gelje achieved was very rare, because it is almost impossible to rescue climbers at that altitude. Mount Everest almost cost one man his life, but even the world's highest peak couldn't prevent the compassion of humanity reaching new heights. Natalia Jorquera, 5 News.